weekly sit-down with local agricultural leaders and businesses. This is Tailgate Conversations. Presented by Pinnaker Chevrolet.
Each year, the National Crappie Masters Tournament takes a swing through the Ozarks. So today, we're here at Lake of the Ozarks to see these anglers in action and learn how many are supporting Missouri corn farmers. So Brian, take me through who you are and how you got connected with Crappie Masters and your role in the tournament.
Well, it kind of started out in an odd way. I was doing some different type of fishing, was involved in the outdoors. I had a radio outdoor show and got to working with the previous owners, and it came to the fact they said they wanted to sponsor our outdoor show, and they said, hey, by the way, can you possibly come and do some voicing and help out with the weigh-ins on sometimes. The gentleman who was doing it at the time was getting ill in health, and it just kind of just manifested itself into what I do now.
So as the official voice of Crappie Masters, take us through the tournament, the schedule, who's fishing, where are you traveling across the country?
We start out actually in February down in Florida. This tournament trail travels through a lot of the southern part of the country, southeast part, also then moves up into Texas, all the way up through Oklahoma, Illinois, and rounds up in Missouri. We were able to incorporate and keep the agriculture involved in what we do with the fishing aspect, because we felt that the message we were trying to get across is promoting E10 fuel in the marine industry.
Fully explain, that what ethanol is, it comes from corn, and how they're able to utilize it as a byproduct to fuel these boats.
Well, absolutely. What they're doing is you have gas, and what they're doing is putting 10% in the regular fuel. So you have a 10% when you go to the fuel station or get your gas, 10% ethanol. That's why we do the E10. When we started this whole situation, we were very concerned with, of course, supporting America's farmers. Also, not only that, the importance of the environment, the waterways, because I have children, grandchildren. We want to make sure that these waterways are clean. We want to make sure the air is clean. We want this to go on, and it also helps us not be so reliant on foreign oil.
So let's go back and how did marine engines and Crappie Masters get connected with the renewable fuel industry, and what the potential could be down the road using ethanol?
Well, it goes right back to where we started with some members of the Missouri Corn Growers Association. We got with them, a couple of guys sitting there, and said, you know what, it gives us an opportunity. I think a lot of times what happens is, and I was right out the front said, we're talking to the same people. We're talking to the people in the industry. Those people are going to support ethanol and, using that in the fuel. I said, we need to get outside of that. We need to educate the people outside of that. So this gives them a chance in a comfortable setting to talk about this and just explain it to them, and then they become advocates just like we are, and they tell their friend, and it all works together like that. So that's kind of how we got started. Then it became a point to where the Renewable Fuels Association and American Ethanol, which is backed by the National Corn Growers Association, we said, hey, we need to take this to a different level.
Well, two Missouri boys representing Missouri corn farmers. Pretty cool testament to the crop, but also to the motors that you're running. Tell me about E10 and why you've chose to run it, and the difference you've seen in how your boat's running.
So one thing in which I didn't know this, and this was all educated me, in St. Louis since like 1991, before I started driving, that's all you could get was E10. So I've run it forever and never had a problem and didn't even know I was running it. So and that's why when they educated us and we started educating people, and it's amazing the people that actually run it and don't know they're running it. But I mean, we've never had problems. I've had quite a few boats. We drove almost 20,000 miles last year to fish these tournaments, all on E10. We never had no truck problems. The motor's very important to us to get the weigh in. We spend all week pre-fishing for 8 hours. That motor has to perform, and we choose E10 and have no problems. Everybody thinks ethanol draws water, and they think ethanol eats rubber hoses. That's the two main problems you have in boats.
And your answer to that?
The answer is not ethanol. You put the ethanol in a rubber hose for a year and it don't eat the hose. And ethanol might find your water problem, but it did not cause your water problem.
So, Brian, take me through where we can learn more about crappie fishing, the tournaments, where we can learn more about E10 and Missouri corn.
You betcha. Of course, you go to mocorn.org to find out more about that. You can also go to ethanolrfa.org, choose ethanol. You can find that website too. It'll take you right to that. and also crappiemasters.net. We also have Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow us everywhere. I think on Facebook, we're around 133,000 people to follow us out there across the country. So you want to find information on the tournaments, you want to find information on using E10 fuel in your boat safely, which is a better choice. You can find it anywhere out there. And of course, watch us on television also. We're on the Pursuit channel. And we do, like we talked about off the air, we do the 13 original episodes that go back, so 26 weeks we're there. And we are one of the top 5 rated shows on Pursuit. So people are getting the message out there and they want to see people catch fish, learn how to catch it, and learn about E10 fuel.